Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn about sets in JavaScript. But before I begin, please like and comment on the video and please sub to the channel. Alright, let's begin. So I'm going to do a demo of what sets are. I'm going to show you two methods that are like really important when it comes to sets. And then I'm going to do these three things that you've probably heard of before: intersection, union, and difference. Right? So for those of you who did probability, you've probably worked with, sets too, and it's exactly the same concept. Right? And in JavaScript sets, it's basically an unordered set of items, right? That the lookup is all of one time and there's no duplicates. So those are the three things you just got to know. They're unordered, retrieval is all of one, and no duplicates, right? So let me show you what I mean. So if I have a new set, let's say, A equals new set. And then we do a.add Adnan. And then I do a.add, another one, let's say Joe. And let's say I add my name again, right? So a.add Adnan, right? So let's see what happens. If I log it, console.log a. All right, so notice how Adnan only came once and then Joe only came once. So that's the whole thing with the set, is that it's unordered. All right, now let's play it again. And I want you to see something. All right, probably not visible at 2, so let me do it with the third one. Let's do Charlie. Okay, well, that didn't work as expected. But basically, a set is unordered. So, iterating through an array will give you a different, permutation of the set each time, right? A rule of thumb is when something is unordered, oftentimes it means that the lookup time is O of 1, right? Because it's unordered, so it doesn't need to worry about retrieving the item, and it's O of 1 time. All right, so that's the set. That's the basic set, right? So no, I'm not showing you any fancy methods. And I'm going to show you has an add. So I already did add here, but I'm going to just go over those methods again. So basically the idea with sets is that you can do O of 1 retrieval, and the retrieval is basically seeing if that item is in the set. A lot of the times when we're doing algorithms, we want to check if an item has already been checked already. So you don't want to do a linear lookup of that data structure. You just want to give the string or the representation, and it'll just say, okay, it's here or it's not here. So let me talk about what I'm saying. So if I console.log a, now let's just see, all right, console.log, and I just want to see, okay, is Adnan in the set? So I can say a.has Adnan, and then add end the semicolon, play, right? And now you see true, Adnan is indeed in the set, right? Now let's do something like, Zach, right? Play that. Now it's false because Zach is not in the set. So that's the whole idea, is that with sets, you can add items and they're, O of 1 lookups. So when you want to see if they are in the set, then you can just use the has method. So that's the basic overview of the set, all right, is that you can add items to an unordered list and then you can look them up in O of 1 time. Okay, so now let's go over some more complex things. We can do intersection, union, and difference with sets. So let's do this with an example. So let's say I have a new set. Let B equal new set. And I'm going to add, a couple. So B.add Billy. I'm just making up random names. James. I'm going to put my name, B.add. B.add. And then let's actually do this. This is fine, actually. All right. So now let's say I want to see the intersection of the two, meaning what is common to both the sets. So I actually borrow this code snippet and I can just do it. So I can say let intersection equal this. And the idea is that, is the intersection? Yeah, all right. So the idea is that I'm going to talk about this operator. It's called the spread operator. But the idea is that you're going to iterate over each item in the array, and then you're going to filter it to the ones that B has. So this is going to be how it works. So it's going to iterate over A, and it's be like, okay, Adnan, does B have Adnan? Yes, it does. So it passes. Then it'll go to Joe. And then it'll say, okay, does B have Joe? No, it doesn't have Joe. So it'll continue. Then it'll be like Charlie. Does B have Charlie? Yes, it does. And then Adnan is already there. So basically, that's the whole idea, is that you're iterating over A and you're filtering it to the ones that are in B. So now you're going to see that this has the intersection. So console.log intersection. And now you see that it's Adnan and Charlie. Okay, so that is how the intersection works. Now let's do union. Okay, so union is basically combining the A and B's contents together and making sure no duplicates occur. So it's already there. Honestly, with sets, you can't get duplicates. So it's just a matter of concatenating the two sets. So I have this code snippet right here. And I can just say let union equal that. And now you can just console.log it. And now you see the second one, right? Adnan, Joe, Charlie, Billy, James. So the ones that were twice, like Adnan and Adnan, it only printed them once because in the set, you can only have one item of an element. All right, so there we go. Now let's end it with the difference. So the difference is exactly like subtracting a set from another one, where you enumerate the contents of one set and then you filter it out by the ones that B does not have. So it's the opposite of intersection essentially. So we can copy this and then let's put it right here. And this will be difference. And then let's log it. Okay, now let's run it. And now you see Adnan and Charlie. So what's the idea? Oh, and it should have been this. So now you're going to see that Joe is the only one that fits. Why? Because when we iterated through A and you got to Joe, it was the only one where B did not have Joe. B had Adnan and Charlie, but Joe wasn't there. So already we have it here. Okay, so that's exactly what sets are, right? I know this is kind of fast, but sets are basically just unordered data structures where the lookup time is O of 1, right? And you can see if a set has a string or item, right? And that's something I didn't mention, that strings, the sets can work with non-string elements too. But seeing if a string or data structure is in the set or not is O of 1 time. So that's the beauty of a set. All right, so I have much more videos to come. I can't wait to see you then. All right, bye.